Perfect. Hey, thank you, Sachin, for doing this.
Thank you, Manu.
But look, I'm thinking about leaving venture, and I wanted to build an app. But you know, I've never done this before in my life. So could you help me a little bit?
Sure. So let's see. You want to build an app. What kind of? Can everyone see the screen? Perfect. What kind of app do you want to build? Like, what's your new gig after Lakestar?
So I love skiing, and I was actually thinking if I could build an app for ski instructors.
Right. So let's put 4 ski instructors.
Okay.
But
so
what will it do?
Well, it'd be like a marketplace, a little bit like Uber.
Oh, interesting. You know, you mentioned that small company called Uber. I think, oh, we have a template. So an app like Uber, here we go. So tell me a little bit about like what it's going to be, on which platforms.
I would like it on mobile.
Okay.
Let's just do mobile only, just
Okay.
like Uber, and for iOS and Android.
Perfect. All right, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So we're getting close. One of the most important things in what we've built, Manu, and everyone in the audience is 60% of all the code is written by machine. So intelligent and non-intelligent. So AI writes code. We build half of almost 75% of anything in the first hour. And then we have, as you'll see, 31,000 people that are around the world that work for other companies. So when they're bored or when they're in between projects, we borrow them for like a day or a week. So we'll go a little bit further. I think the next bit, we want to get this right? We want to make sure we make you the perfect Uber for ski instructors.
Yeah, but I don't really know what goes into it. What are the different features that could go into building this?
Well, you know, so Manu, a lot of our customers ask us this, right? Whether the customer is the producer at BBC Click, Sir Richard Branson, or Uber for ski instructors, many times people don't know what they really want inside. You know, because today the people that are building software are not people who know how to code. So what we've got here is an app like Uber has 16 features. So some of these features could be review. You want to be able to review an instructor. Some of them could be scheduling, because you want to book a lesson. And the way we work is we say, hang on a second, we've written this code before, so why should we charge every single time we write it again? Hands up, who's used Facebook login on more than one app? That's just about everyone. And I guarantee that developer wrote Facebook login at least more than once. And so in our case, we write it once. So say something like scheduling. It may cost us $10,000 to build, but we know we're going to get 10 customers. So we'll charge each customer maybe $1,000 of royalty per install. But let's add what other things you want.
Yeah, I mean, I would love a bunch of features. You know, maybe a commenting session.
Okay. So let's do a couple of things. So let's say you probably want notifications as a ski instructor.
Yep.
You know, that you're getting lessons. You probably want location-based alerts. So if your son is learning to ski and is near you, you're able to see where they are.
I think a lot of this is going to be so expensive, though, Sachin.
No, but here's the thing, right? So an average app costs $100,000. And 60% of all that code is common. We're not charging $60,000 for that common code. We're charging 1/10 of the price. So 60,000 becomes 6. Then the way we buy what I call elastic human capacity, we call elastic human capacity, is that we're able to use people in between projects. And so we can buy that at usually half price, sometimes 75% cheaper. So as an analogy, we can get an engineer in the US cheaper than an engineer in India, most of the time. And so that means we're at $26,000 versus $100,000 in price.
So you've quoted me $33,000. Clearly, I'm going to have to pay double that by the time I pay you the first deposit. Afterwards, you're going to have price overruns.
And you know, that's the thing, right? Our industry has reshaped so many places, so many worlds, taxis, bookings of flights. Everyone's being held to accuracy, but software development seems to be this mystical, magical world where everyone can do what they want. It's a seller's market. The minute you pay the deposit, that's it, you're done, because you're never going to take them to court for $20,000. So we said, let's do it the other way around. Like, you're creating an idea. This is going to be your business. You should be allowed to make as many changes as you want, and we'll run on a statistical model which says there's only 5% of people in the world, 1% of people in the world like Manu. 99% of people are going to make less changes. And so we say, okay, it's at 28 weeks. If we did this in 14 weeks, it'll only cost you $16,500. So if you do it, if you're on good behavior, we charge you less. If you're on bad behavior, that's what we expect.
So basically, I'll never pay more than that price. It's impossible that I'll pay more than
exactly.
that price.
And then the other thing we let you do is we say, okay, listen, Manu, if you were based in Japan, right, and you only spoke Japanese, the likelihood that I give you, an engineer or a product manager in India or in Paris is going to be really troublesome. So you can choose the location. So if I said I want to choose my team in the UK, that just became $90,000. If I said I needed it really fast, so February 6th, that just became $200,000. But if you were patient and you took your time and you didn't care where the people were, the same thing you were able to get for $33,000.
This is really interesting. So I can have full transparency without ever having to get on the phone of exactly what I would pay and exactly every feature that I want.
Right, and I think the idea is we use templates as a way to have a conversation with you, because we know when you say an app like Uber, you also want it to have payments and saved cards and location. You may not remember those things. It's like when we build a house, we pick and choose the things that we like from different places and we design it. But we also let you say, what do you need help with? You could be somebody who says, no, I know what I want. I got my roadmap. Don't need a prototype. And more importantly, if you built an app, or you built an IoT, or you built a wearable, and then Facebook changed its API, what do you do now? You go pay again to build V1. Well, just like Apple Care, we launched Builder Care. And Builder Care gives you warranties so that no matter what you build, as long as you pay that little subscription fee per month, we keep upgrading it free of cost. It's like the warranty on your fridge. You pay it so that it never breaks down.
This is fantastic. So now I've got an app.
Now you've got an app, and here's the beauty. A lot of what you didn't see was how all the magic happened. So we've got like the Henry Ford assembly line. It's looking at all these building blocks. It's stitching them together. But then we've got all these human beings, like 31,000 of them. 31,000 human beings makes us the top 20 dev shops in the world. We're sort of in the ranks of some of the biggest consulting companies in terms of engineering talent. And so we said, well, we can't possibly manage that manually. So we rate and score all our engineers that work for us. Well, they don't work for us. They work for these dev shops. So now we have not only price, we have quality. How good are they at what they said they were? And that's all done by artificial intelligence. But here it becomes really interesting. So we have this demo dev shop. And in this rate card, they've put these two engineers. They think they're going to charge us, or our customer, $22 and $20. Spot is in between, on demand, just like in the Amazon world. You have it for a little bit longer. Our system says, wait, that's way too expensive. We've already graded 31,000 people in 10 different time zones for working for 100 different companies. We already know your price is too high. The price should be $13 and $16. So the beauty is that if you as Manu went to Eastern Europe and tried to get an app built, you will never have our negotiating point. More importantly, you would never have the technology edge we have to operate, which all benefits you.
So how many people are using this, Sachin? How big are you exactly?
So this year, we will double revenue to about 45 million in gross revenue. Not only do we do building, we build, we do aftercare, and then we have the marketplace like the App Store for all the services needed to keep that bespoke software running. We have 264 enterprise customers, over 5,000 smaller customers. We're Amazon's largest partner and Microsoft's largest partner in Southeast Asia.
Wow, you must have raised a ton of money to get here.
Ton of money, man. We raised zero.
So you've never raised any money?
We've never raised any money.
How do you finance all the burn?
My American Express. No, we've been very good with managing cash. We've hustled. We've paid late, collected early. We've done everything possible to bootstrap as long as possible.
And today, do you have a heavy burn?
No, we're profitable.
I don't understand that word.
Yeah, it's like tech and profitable is sort of oxymorons.
Yeah.
We're trying to change the game a little bit.
Wow, thank you so much for the demo.
Nope, thank you.